started on today's lesson. Now we are on lesson 2 of 6. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, you've missed lesson 1. You can find lesson 1 on our website right below today's lesson, or if you're using the Watobe app, it will be on the app right below today's lesson. You can catch up on that. But we didn't do very much on Monday. All we did was we looked at how to put together frequency tables, and we're going to continue with that today, just to make sure that we kind of understand where we're going with those. All right, so this was the last frequency table that we actually did before we left class on Monday, right? And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to use this, we're going to use this frequency table to find, let me just add in here, the median interval and the modal interval. Now, I want you guys to note, right, that if we're going to be looking for the median interval and the modal interval, the frequency and the cumulative frequency are very tightly correlating to the intervals that we have. So whatever part of these two values we get directly correlates to the intervals that we have over here. And I'm going to explain. All right, so if we want the frequency, the median interval, right? The median. What we're going to do is we're going to take the cumulative frequency and we're going to halve it. We're going to take half of the cumulative frequency. And wherever we land, that is going to correlate to the interval, right? So our total cumulative frequency is 20. So if I want to find the median, I'm going to take 20 and half it. Guys, remind me, what is half of 20? Thank you, Pascal. Now I'm saying half of 10, right? Half of 20 is equal to 10. Now, I want you to look closely at what I'm going to do. Now, if you guys remember, when we put these winning scores into this frequency table over here, we counted that between 20 and 28, there were exactly 6 numbers. So if I asked you guys to find me the 4th number would have to be in this interval. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. If I said, find me the 4th number, or yeah, the 4th number score, the 4th numbered score, it would be in the first interval. Somebody's saying, is it 24? We don't know, because at the moment, all we know is it's in between here. We don't know which number it is, but the 4th number in the sequence has to be in between here, right? If I say to you, find me the 5th number in the interval of scores, do we all agree that it would fall here? The 5th number would still fall here. Yes, you guys with me? Now, if I asked you to find me the 7th number in the interval, the 7th number in the interval will not fall here, because here I only have from the 1st number to the 6th number. Right. That means that the 7th number will have to be in this interval, because this is where the 7th number starts. And that number goes all the way up to number 12. Hi, Tyra. Somebody's called ECDOE. And I'm like, is it the Eastern Cape Department of Education? Sorry, that's where my mind went, like the first time I see it. I'm a teacher, so I was just like, Eastern Cape Department of Education. No worries, Tyra. Right. Okay, so guys, let me ask this question. I want the 21st, no, not the 21st, sorry, the 18th number in the sequence. Where which interval would the 18th number fall in? Which interval would the 18th number fall in? The 18th. Good, Namisile, excellent. The 18th number would have to fall in here because all the numbers in here are between 18 and 20. Between the 18 number. Hi, Leah Bona. I was like, who's ECD now? ECDOE. Okay, we'll change your name for you just now. Hi, Leah Bona. All right, because the 18th value would be here. So when we are looking for the median interval, we know that the median interval needs to lie where the 10th number is, where the 10th answer would be. So if we look at this, where would my median interval fall, guys? In between which interval? Good, Pascal. But from 29 to where? Remember, it's not just 29. Good. It's a whole interval. So my median interval would fall between 29 and 37. Now, if we wanted to find a more accurate median, we would find the midpoint of each of these, right? But the reason I'm not doing that is because these are a bit lopsided. Okay, the numbers are not exactly where we need them, but we can find the midpoint, right? And then we can divide that by the frequency and then, multiply that by the frequency and divide by 2. But we're going to get there. For now, we just want to find the median interval. We're going to find the actual median once we put a little bit more meat on our tables. Okay, we're going to get there. For now, we just want the median interval. Now, the modal interval is going to be the interval with the highest frequency. Which one is that? Let's start with, what is the highest frequency? What is the highest frequency, guys? Yes, Jasmine.
47 to 55.
Oh no, the highest number, the highest frequency, Masri, not cumulative frequency. Would be
6.
Good. This would be this one and this one, right? So we're going to have 2 modal intervals. It's going to be 20 to 28 and 29 to 37, both of them together. All right, so my modal interval is going to be between 20 and 28 and 29 to 37. Now, I want you guys to remember, we can have more than one mode. We could have 5 modes. We could have 17 modes. Mode just means the thing that shows up the most. Okay, now we know the ones with the highest frequencies will show up the most. Now, give me a thumbs up if we understand the modal interval and the median interval. Give me a thumbs up if you're with me with these 2. Thank you, Namisile. I feel like Namisile has done all of this before and I'm not really telling her anything new. Hi, Anna. Thank you, Buitepo. Hi, Buitepo. Excellent. Hi, Yusuf. How are we doing? Today you're actually named right. Hi, Unit 23.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Mercy. What's up?
I just wanted to ask, I joined late. Well, I didn't join late. I was in the meeting, but yeah, the connection was iffy. So I wanted to ask if you could just go over it one more time.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, Yusuf, is I'm going to do another example very similar to this one. And I want you to just catch on from that, because I know you're very sharp. You're going to be able to catch on. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome. Babala, I'm going to do the same for you as well. I'm going to do another example just like this one. And then I want you to tell me by the end of the example if you understand. If you don't, I'm more than happy to explain again. All right. Okay, let's look at this next one over here. Now, this question over here says, the number of days that children were missing from school due to sickness in 1 year was recorded. Now, we want to find here the median interval and the modal interval. Right. Now, I don't like it when it's sitting like this. It doesn't sit well with me. So I'm going to change it and put it like this so that I can have my number of days, my frequency, and my, what did I do now, guys? Sorry. There we go. And my cumulative frequency. We're going to have all those three, right? This is days sick. This is frequency, and this is cumulative frequency, right? Let me just populate this very quickly. So we're going to have 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, and 21 to 25, right? Right. Now, they've already given us the values that we need. 1 to 5 is 12, 11, 10, 4, 3. Yusuf, do you want to fill in the cumulative frequency for me? If you want to just unmute and tell me what the cumulative frequency is going to be. I think this is going to be pretty. Yeah. Okay, so the
12,
first one, good.
23,
Good.
33,
33, excellent.
37,
37.
and 40.
Beautiful. Now, I don't want you to go away because we're going to be looking at our median interval. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say the median interval is going to equal half of the cumulative frequency. It's going to be the interval where half of my cumulative frequency is. Now, half of my total cumulative frequency would mean half of 40. Okay, half of 40, which is equal to 20. Now, I want you guys to go find me the interval where the 20th child is. Where are we going to find the interval with the 20th child? Remember, this first one will be the 1st to the 12th child, right? And this next interval would be the 13th all the way till the 23rd child. And then this one will be the 24th until the 33rd child. And this one would be the 34th until the 37th child. And this one would be the 38th up until the 40th child. Right. So, Yusuf, my question is, which median interval would the 20th child fall in?
Ma'am, please repeat your question.
Which median interval of days will the 20th child fall under?
13 to 23.
Okay, good. This is the cumulative frequency. Our 20 would be there. So you agree that it's in this interval over here? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So the interval we're looking for is 10 days. That's the answer we want. That answer there. Okay, is that making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. 6 to 10 days. That's the median interval. Now, my next question is, what is my modal interval?
Yes, ma'am. What is modal?
Frequency. Look for the highest frequency. That would be
12.
12. Good. So 12 is my highest frequency. So my modal interval would have to be how many days? Between
5 days.
1 to 5 days. Correct. Okay. Are you seeing what we've done here? We've only just done the median and the mode. Is that making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. All right. That's all we needed to know. Okay. And that's how much you've missed. That's all you've missed. That's it. We're done. All right. Yes, Jasmine, I see your hand is still up. Do you have a question? Do you have an answer? Do you have a comment?
A question. Where did we get the cumulative frequency?
We just added them together, remember? So this one is always going to be that. So we went 12 plus 11 equals 23. 23 plus 10 equals 33. 3 plus 4.
So you mean you add the frequencies vertically?
That's it. We add them that way. In that direction, we add them.
Thanks.
Okay. You're very welcome, my sweetie. Excellent. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you're okay with the median and the modal interval. Yes? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, excellent. Okay, now let's look at something a little bit more challenging. All right, now, if we look at this particular question, right? Now, well, actually, this is a little bit easier. This is a little bit easier now that I have to look at it. All right, if we have to find the median and the mode, we are not going to find an interval for any of these. We're going to find an exact answer for each of these. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this into our frequency table, and we're going to calculate for the mode and for the median, right? Like I said, guys, I don't like things that tend the other way. I want it this way. All right, there we go, frequency and then cumulative frequency. Now, for these values, we're going to get actual answers. All right, so this is going to be the length, and this is going to be the frequency, and this is going to be the cumulative frequency. Now they say there, here, in an experiment, 50 people were asked to estimate the length of a rod to the nearest centimeter. The results were recorded. So there are people who were supposed to guess either 20 or 21 or 22 or 23, 24, let's keep going down, 25, 26. Yo, lolo, it's going to be so long. Okay. 27, 28, and last one is, look, now we've made it all the way to the other question. 29. All right. This is way too long. I think I'm going to squeeze them into each there, 20 and 21. I think this would be better. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here. We're gonna be here all night. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Right. Now the frequency here is 0, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 7, 5, 2, and 0. Now, what I want you guys to do is calculate for the cumulative frequency of all of these, right? Please put in the cumulative frequency. Find for me the median. And the mode you can just read straight off of here. Okay, can you guys, let's start with the mode. Can you guys give me, what is the mode here? What has the highest frequency? Anna's already done, guys. Cumulative frequency is 50. She's already gotten to the end, 50. All right, we just need to add up all the others. What is my mode, guys? Good, excellent. But remember, Anna, your answer needs to be in centimeters because it's length in centimeters. Right, so your mode, we know that mode is the thing with the highest frequency. That's going to be 25 centimeters. We're already done with that one. Now, I need you guys to use your cumulative frequency to find the middle point. Now, remember, you're going to have to organize the rest of them to find the median. I'm going to give you guys a second. All right, it's going to be 0, 17, 26, 36. Ooh, teacher Coco's forgotten how to count. 36 plus is 43, 48, and 50, and then plus 0 is 50 again. Right, 50. Correct, 50. So now, in order to calculate for the median, we need to take half of the cumulative frequency, and then we need to find where in the sequence that number falls. Right, find out where in the sequence that number falls. Okay, Anna says 23, Witepo says 25. Okay, let's double check ourselves there and make sure that we're both correct because we don't know who's correct yet. Okay, double check, guys. Okay, Pascal says 23. Courtney says 25. Okay, guys, remember the cumulative frequency being at 25 doesn't mean that that's where the length is. You still need to take that 25 and translate it over to the length. So Courtney and Witepo, check again. Okay, be very careful. Tatum says 24. Okay, Imelda says 23. Offensive says 25. Okay, so let's see where it is. Okay, so we know that half of the cumulative frequency will be 25. So we're looking at the interval where 25 would fall, right? We know for 20, nothing's going to happen there for 20. Nobody would fall into 20, but everybody between 0 and 4 would fall here. Everybody from 5 to 10 here. Everybody from 11 to 17 here. Everyone from 18 to 26 is here. Everyone from 27 to 36 is here. So I'm not going to continue because I know that my 25 lies in between here. That's where 25 is. And this translates to 24 centimeters. So my median is equal to 24 centimeters. All right. For those of you who said 23, is it because my handwriting is skew and we didn't quite see where ma'am was, or well done, Tatum and Namisila for getting the correct answer. Do we understand why the answer? Oh, okay, Anna, thank you for blaming your eyes and not my handwriting. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay. Yes, Pascal, your eyes. It's your eyes. Okay, Gift, where have I lost you? Do you want to unmute and let's have a bit of a conversation? Okay, for those of you, for the rest of you guys who've given me answers, give me a thumbs up if you understand what's happened here. Are we all okay with what's happened here? Thumbs up. The calculation. Okay, which calculation, Gift? Courtney says yes, but not the last part. Okay, so Courtney. Okay, so what we're saying, guys, remember the cumulative frequency tells me how many guesses we had altogether, right? The number of guesses that we had. The number of guesses. Right. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if this makes sense. Or type yes, because we just had thumbs up. Do you understand that 50 means that there were 50 guesses? Agreed? Good. So the median guess would be the person who guessed the length right in the middle. Yes. Now, if there were 50 people who picked or who guessed, the median guesser would be the 25th guesser. Are we in agreement? Give me another yes if you're with me. The person who guessed right in the middle of everyone's answers would be the 25th person. Correct. Good. Now, what did the 25th person guess? The 25th person is in here, is in this interval over here. What did they guess? They guessed that the rod was how long? 24 centimeters, correct. Okay, is it making sense? Give me a thumbs up if it makes sense for those of you who were confused. Oh, Gift is confused by the cumulative frequency. All right. So remember, Gift, we're just going to add one after the other. Excellent, guys. All right. So Gift, if I have 4 over here, I'm going to go 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 plus 9 is 26. 26 plus 10 is 36. 36 plus 7 is 43. 43 plus 5 is 48. 48 plus 2 is 50. Okay, tell me if that answered your question, Gift. All right, guys. Excellent. Cool. All right, so that's how we find the cumulative frequency. Excellent. All right, so here's a bit more practice for any of you guys who want to practice a little bit more. Practice. You're more than welcome to screenshot this. All right. Hi, Asi. No worries. It's so great to have you with us. All right. You can take some practice for find the median of the following two sets of data. It would be better, guys, if you drew them in a frequency table. There is a very big chance that one of your first tests or the such will definitely have frequency tables. So they won't give you sets of data like this. They'll give you a frequency table. So try and set up a frequency table and look, see if you can find the median and the mode. All right. Okay, cool. Let's look at the mean, right? So what does the mean actually mean? I know that sounds wrong. Ah, Makhatsi is writing on Friday. See, it's a good thing we're here, Makhatsi. See, we're here to help. All right, so let's look at the mean. Okay, common values, Samuel, would mean the mode. The mean is actually the average. You guys are correct. Okay, so what that means is, let's say, for instance, we're a football team. All of us together, we're a football team. We're a very big football team, clearly, right? Because there's 57 players, 55 players, but there's a lot of us, guys. There's a lot of us. So it says here, a football team keeps record of the number of goals it scored per match during a season. I know, right? On brand. Just for Sam. I put this one in just for Samuel. Good. That kind of football, not the other kind. Thank you, Gift. The real football, right? The Americans must call that thing, they must call it handball because they carry the ball in their hand. It's not football. All right. Good. All right. So it says here, find the mean number of goals per match. Right. So now, good. Yes, Hope, 100%. We're going to take all the numbers and we're going to add them together and divide by the amount of numbers. So when we calculate for the mean, guys, there is a formula. The mean is expressed as such. Let me put it in bold letters. Right. So the mean is X with a little hat on it. Right. So what we're going to do for the mean is we're going to take the sum. This funny looking thing means sum of the cumulative frequency divided by the sum of the frequency. What does the mean mean again? The mean means average. It means the average, Gift. The mean means the average. Okay. Hi, Jasmine.
Now this thing's looking like physics.
It does look like physics. That's because by the time you get to university, Jasmine, physics and maths, same thing. Same. Okay, now I'm going to explain. Right, so we're going to find the sum of the frequency. We're going to add up all of these and we're going to get a value. So I want you guys to add them all up. What is the sum of the frequencies? Give me an answer when you are ready. Add up all the frequencies for me and give me an answer. 40, excellent. So what that tells us is, hi Abiani, how are you doing?
I'm fine, how are you, ma'am?
Excellent, my sweetie. What's up?
So, ma'am,
Yes.
at our school, we were told that when we look for the mean, we say okay, let me first ask the cumulative, hey, what that word,
The frequency, yes.
does it mean midpoint or something, because we were told about midpoint. So
Okay,
is that
yes.
column that you added up there, which is the commu something something?
The cumulative frequency.
Is it replacing the midpoint?
No. Okay. The reason why your teacher says the midpoint, Abiyani, is if we have intervals.
Ma'am?
Okay. If we have intervals. Okay. And we're going to do an example like that. Don't stress. Okay. So if this was an interval like 0 to 4, and then 5 to 8, things like that. Yes. Hello? Abiyani, can you not hear me? Oh no, I think we've lost her. Okay, Abiyani, when you can hear me again, please put your hand up and we can talk. All right, so when we do questions with intervals, guys, we will have to find the midpoint. And we're going to get there. Okay, we're just going to do some of the easy examples quickly so that everybody understands where we're going with this. All right, so in order to find the cumulative frequency of these, we have to figure out these two by multiplying them. And Namisile, remember when you said to me, my teacher said we must multiply them together. This is what your teacher meant, right? We multiply them together. Hey. Yes, Michelle.
Sorry to disturb you, ma'am. I just wanted to ask about your equation. What's on the left side of the equal sign? What does that mean?
Which side? On the left?
Yes, on the left.
This is the symbol. You know, like how when we're calculating area, we write A equals, right? This X means mean. It's the universal symbol for mean.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome, my sweetie. Good question. Excellent question. All right. This is the universal symbol for mean, guys. So whenever you're calculating for the mean, you need to write X with a dash on top equals and then do the calculation. Right. Yes, Mara, it's still okay. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to say in 8 games, we scored 0 goals. How many goals did we score altogether? Zero. Good gift. Excellent. We scored 0 goals. If in 10 games we scored 1 goal, how many goals did we score altogether? 10. Good. We scored 10 goals. If in 12 games we scored 2 goals, how many goals did we score altogether? 24. Excellent. In 3 games we scored 3 goals, so we scored good 9. And in 5 games we scored 4 goals, so we scored 20 goals. And in 2 games we scored 5 goals, so we scored 10 goals. Then we're going to add up the cumulative frequency. Add it up for me, guys. How many goals did we score altogether? Ooh, Pascal is missing a 10. Good, it's 73. Hi, 63, 73, 83. Which one is it? Guys, calculate properly. Calculate properly, please. Good, it's 73. Excellent, it's 73. Right. No worries, it's 73. Good. So what this tells me is that in 40 games, we scored 73 goals. Some of the games we didn't score at all. Some of the games we scored more than we should have. Some of the games, we were almost there, right? So now, what is the average goal per game? So we're going to calculate for the mean. So we're going to go, the mean is the sum of the cumulative frequency. We've just calculated for the sum. Here is the sum, 73 over the sum of the frequency, which is 40. Right. And that is equal to, punch that into a calculator, guys, and give me the answer with decimals. Good, 1.8. Beautiful. We're going to get 1.8. But as we know, guys, we're never going to get 0.8 of a goal. Nobody can score 0.8 of a goal. So please round up for me. 2, good. 2 goals. So what this tells me is, on average, we score at least 2 goals per game. Give me thumbs up if this makes sense. Does this make sense to you guys? On average, we score at least 2 goals per game. Yep, I'm glad we're all together. Excellent. I think I'm just going to say, Teacher Nels, I feel like we're really good at soccer if we're averaging, 2 goals per game. Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Samuel scored about 70 of those 73 goals, but we were there. I was there, guys. I was there.
And how many games?
Yeah, 40 games.
Oh, makes sense.
We played 40 games. Samuel played all 40 of the games and he scored 70 of the 73 goals. Yeah, because some of us guys, we only watch soccer. We don't know how to play it. All right, here's your own example for you guys to try. Right, now, the problem with this one is that these have intervals instead of, these have intervals instead of numbers, right? We don't have full numbers like number of goals or something along those lines, right? So what we're going to have to do in this instance is that we're going to have to find the midpoint, all right? So this table shows how many nights people spend at a campsite. So we're going to have number of nights here. And then I'm going to split this down like this. And then we're going to have the frequency. And then we're going to have the midpoint. Okay, the midpoint. Right, and then we're going to have the cumulative frequency of the midpoint. All right, cumulative frequency times midpoint, or cumulative frequency of the midpoint. I don't know, what did I do now? What we're going to do, guys, we know that people camp 1 to 5, 6 to 10 days, 11 to 15 days, 16 to 20 days, or they camp 21 to 25 days. Guys, if you ever want to tell me you hate me, just say, Teacher Coco, let's go camping. That's how I know you hate me. If you ask me to go camping, then I'm like, yeah, no, sure, Vela, you just hate me. If you ask me to go for a hike, or you're like, let's just go walk in nature, I know for a fact that you don't like me. That's how I know.
What if somebody says that you're not doing, like you're not having a good day, and they say like, let's just walk for fresh air.
I can walk through. I can walk through a mall and
the
look at
trail
all.
will be just flat.
No, I must walk through the mall where all the expensive, nice designer bags call to me in the distance. But I don't like hikes.
Designer bags.
And I would definitely like to sleep in my own bed. Thank you, please, and thank you very much. Okay, all right, guys. So we've got the frequency 20, 26, 32, 5, and 2. Now, in order for us to figure out the mean over here, we're going to have to find the average of each of these nights. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to add both of these averages together and divide by 2. So in order to find the midpoint, we're going to take the bigger number minus the smaller number divided by 2. So in the case of this first one over here, I'm going to take 5 minus 1 divided by 2. Am I doing that right, Teacher Nels? No, I should add. I need to add them together. Am I not? Yes, it's plus. Sorry.
Yes, you
guys,
have to add. Yes,
even me, I was like,
add.
we must add. Yes, sorry. Yes, add. So. Okay, good. 5 plus 1 divided by 3. So the midpoint of this would be 3 nights. Right. Now I want you guys to do the same for the rest of them. And I'm going to get 6 plus 10 divided by 2 will give me 8. 11 plus 15. I don't even know what 11 plus 15 is. This one is 13.
11 plus
16
15.
that is
26.
26 divided by 2 is 13. Yes. And now I'm just cheating. I'm just adding 2 to the last number. 18 and 21. This would be 23. Taganipo, did you just say, would you like to do the mountain biking trip? No. Don't call me. Don't message me. Don't send a letter. Just pretend I don't exist. No, I'm not doing any mountain biking, anything. No, not even, guys. Please. Nah, getting through university is my extreme sport. That is my extreme sport of my life. That's all. That's all, guys. Getting through my work day is my extreme sport. All right. So what we're going to do then, guys, to find the cumulative frequency, we're going to take the frequency and multiply it by the midpoint. All right. Okay, Anna. So in order to find the midpoint, we're going to take these two numbers, add them together and divide by 2. Right. So I'm going to go 6 plus 10 divided by 2. 6 plus 10 is 16 divided by 2 would give me 8. And that's why I've got 8 there. All right, that's the midpoint. Same with these two. I'm going to take 11 plus 15 divided by 2. 11 plus 15 is 26 divided by 2 is 13. All right. That's how we're getting those numbers. All right. Okay, so to find the cumulative frequency, then we're going to multiply these two. Right, 20 times 3 would give us 60. 26 times 8, I need a calculator. Guys, help me out. I don't have a calculator. 26 times 8. 208, good, keep going. 208, 32 times 13. I now realize that I shout at my boys all the time for coming to class without calculators. Look at me coming to a maths class without a calculator. Hey, 5 times 18, 90. Thank you. I knew that one at least. And 2 times 23 is 46. Those two at least I know. Now, here at the bottom, right, we need to find the sum of the cumulative frequency, but we must also go and find the sum of the frequency. So find me the sum of both, because if we want to calculate for the median, we're going to go median is equal to the sum of the cumulative frequency divided by the sum of the frequency. And Pascal is saying that the cumulative frequency altogether is 820. Excellent. Now, what is the sum of the frequency, y'all? Let me know. 85. Excellent. Now, calculate for the median for me, please, guys. What is the average number of days that people go camping? Average number of days. Personally, I feel like the average number of days that people go camping must be 0, but that's just me. Okay, so we're going to go, the mean is equal to the sum of the cumulative frequency is 820 divided by the sum of the frequency is 85. Therefore, our mean is equal to what? What is our mean equal to? Pascal's already given me an answer. I want to make sure everybody else is with me. Beautiful. 9.65. Okay, I think we're going to leave it here. Okay, at 9.65 days. Let's not round up or down. You can have 0.65 of a day. It's just a fraction of a day. So we're going to leave it at, you came back home in the evening. That's what we did. Right. Yes. Oh, sorry, Gift. In this case, we can actually, you can have half a day or a quarter of a day or 3/4 of a day. It's very possible. Okay, so we're going to leave it at 9.65 days.